Honestly, guys, this base would be perfect on like a monthly vanilla server or something like that. I don't know, maybe something kind of like our sponsor, Rustomantic.gg. Rustomantic is a brand new monthly vanilla experience to kickstart the community on Wipe Day, December 2nd, tomorrow. They're giving away 5 Alien Red AKs. That's right, if you play Rustomantic for your wipe, you have a chance to win a $150 AK skin. They're also doing daily giveaways of different theme kits for the next 4 weeks, so that's like 28 winners, bro. Aside from all that, they have both US and EU servers with great performance. I would know, I tried both. Anyways, go down to the description, click the link, join their Discord, and enter those giveaways, man. I'll be playing this wipe as well, so if you see me, don't take it personally if I shoot you in the head. Thanks again to Rustomantic for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into the base tour. Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back with yet another Rust solo base design. This base design is really cheap and you get a lot out of it, so let's get into the tour. We got a nice single door airlock to keep those grubs out. We got some window shutters so you can avoid a DB to the face, hopefully. Anything's possible, you know? We got a ladder hatch leading up to our main living area that's separated by garage doors. After you open all the garage doors, you can see that we've got a nice spacious living area with storage and utility. Over here, past the bedroom, we've got an entrance to the roof, and you got an optional siren light to make the jump a little easier. And once you get up to your roof, you got a decent amount of space up here. We got some planter beds in the corner so you can grow your berries to make farming a little less time consuming. And over here, above our auto turret, we've got a respawn room. If you die while leaving your base to a door camper, you can spawn in here, grab a gun, and reclaim your lost loot. Climbing up this ladder, we've got a little helipad, so you can make your outpost runs as easy as possible. The minicopter here is also guarded by an auto turret slightly raised. Last but not least, we've got a rooftop vendy, so you can profit while you're offline as well. Back downstairs in the main living area, you've got a nice little loot room with some small boxes, barbecues, and large boxes. Back here, we've also got a locker so you can store your kits. And last but not least, we've got our bunker. To open it, all we have to do is go downstairs. Just place down a twig roof right there. You can demolish it literally instantly, and that will destroy the triangle that blocks your access to the bunker. To reseal, literally just look towards the left, and then you place another triangle and seal it off with HQM. The best part about this bunker is that you don't have to spawn inside to open it, which means you don't need to waste any space inside for bags, so you can just throw as many boxes as you can possibly fit in here. This bunker takes advantage of a stability glitch with half walls. So if you build 2 triangles out like this and then place down a roof, then the last triangle will collapse. Shout out to Dutch Laws for this one. To make sure this works in an actual base design, we have to make sure that those 2 triangles aren't gaining any stability from anything but the half walls. To do that, you can use floor stacking or socket stacking. In this base, we'll be using socket stacking. Anyways, now you understand how the bunker works, so let's put it into a base design. Please make sure you practice before you build. Thank you. Start by placing down 1 square foundation and then another triangle off of it. Look to the right and then place a wall. And then off of that, place a triangle floor frame. The floor frame will make sure that you're placing the triangle that seals your bunker in the right socket. After that, put a door frame to the left and then seal off the square with walls. Place a square floor and then upgrade all of this to stone. Pop down your front door right here, then add another wall frame for another door. You can place your TC in the back corner of the square. And after that, you can place down some large boxes for your starter loot. And then you can pop down a sleeping bag right here. And don't forget to add another door so no one can deep. Look above the floor frame and then you can place down some walls and then eventually another front door. To get up and down, you can use either a furnace or a workbench as your jump up, or even a ladder if you have one ready, but whichever one is less annoying for you, I would recommend using. While the starter base is in this state, I would recommend leaving out the top door and entering back through the front door. For this part, you need to follow along exactly as I do. Build off 1 triangle and 1 square from the front door. Place down a triangle right here, and then place down a triangle on the right side of the square. Once you place that triangle, build off 16 from the one I'm standing on. Once you get out to the last triangle, place down a square right there, and that's about what you'll be working with. Use your building privilege to demolish all the triangles and then build back with squares. When you're building back, make sure you only build off the squares and not the triangles. If you build off the triangles, then this won't work. If you can't place a square right here, then you did it right. Demolish the triangle that's by the front door and then place a square here. Upgrade that sucker to stone because the rest of your base will be built off this foundation essentially. Get rid of any remaining twig because it's all garbage now, and then we can place 2 half walls right in front of the front door. If these are not half walls, then your bunker will not work. We need to place a triangle floor, but when we place it, we need to make sure it's connected to the half walls and not the other part of the base. You can tell that you did it right by the way the twigs are facing. The majority of the little straight twigs should be perpendicular to the half walls. If it looks like that, then the floor tile is gaining its stability from the half walls, which is what we want. And if you did it right, just upgrade it to stone and then you can wall it off like this. To make your build up, just place a triangle roof coming off the square. Add some walls and a doorway to this section and you can make it your temporary airlock. To verify that your bunker works, go inside and test it out with some twig. Go inside, look to the left, and you should be able to place a twig floor right where your bunker entrance should be. Go outside and then try to place a roof and see if it collapses. If you go outside to test it and the twig collapses, that means you made the bunker properly. Now that we've verified our bunker works properly, we can finish up our starter unit. Go downstairs and take off those extra doors, because let's be honest, double doors are just cancer. After this, you can just start pimping out your starter unit. If you built on a flat enough spot, you can fit 3 furnaces down here. You can put a shelf above the furnaces as well and put down a barbecue and some small boxes. Make sure your sleeping bag's off the floor, then you can go outside and put down a triangle shelf in your main loot room. We have to do it kind of weird since we socket stack, so just build it as I do. Go back inside, upgrade that bad boy to stone, and then you can place down 2 boxes on top of the shelf. You don't need one down here, but you can place a sleeping bag so you don't have to have it in the airlock. You can put down a research table and some drop boxes inside the airlock as well. And with that last step complete, that would be the starter unit. If you're going to leave it like this overnight, make sure you upgrade your 2 exposed foundations to sheet metal so they're harder to soft side. Anyways, let's start expanding. Build off 1 triangle, 1 square, another triangle, and put a triangle there. And that's the rest of the footprint basically. Upgrade all these fools to stone and then we can start walling it off. If you don't have the triangle ladder hatch, for now you can just place a triangle roof for a walk up. Since this wall right here is right next to the socket stack, you might have to place it from a certain angle. It's kind of weird, but really all you have to do is jump down, look up, and then it'll be blue again. Kind of a weird little bug there. While you're down here, you might as well add the honeycomb now to this exposed foundation so no one can peek into your core. When you're placing the garage doors for your turret pods, make sure that your garage doors are clipping in to the middle of your base so you can access them from inside. You might need to rotate some garage doors just like I did. And now we can open these garage doors from inside with no electricity. Do the exact same thing on the other 2 turret pods. Don't seal off the triangle to the right of the second floor loot room until you put the locker in it. If you do, you won't be able to place your locker. Place loot boxes in this room however you'd like. If you want to be super cool, you can make it a ramp loot room. That would be one of the many improvements that could be made to this little base design. Last but not least, in the bedroom, we'll add our bed and a mixing table. Make sure the ceiling on the second floor is sheet metal, otherwise it'll be easily splashable from above. You can go down to your bunker as well and make sure everything in there is made out of HQM. Another side note, I'm not going to show you how to redo all the deployables. Honestly, man, you can organize this base however you want it. I'm just here to show you how to do the bones. Go down to the room where you open the bunker and make sure that that square foundation is also made out of HQM. And don't forget to add a layer of honeycomb outside of your bunker. I would definitely recommend making it stone to start, but if you end up getting rich throughout the wipe, definitely make it metal. 23 rockets to main loot is pretty solid. Don't forget to add your turret pod on the roof that covers your minicopter. This is definitely optional, as well as the minicopter landing pad. Place down a turret to cover the planters, and then go downstairs and place turrets at each of your turret pods. The 3 around the perimeter of the base are very important compared to these 2. Cover those pods up with windows, and that's pretty much the base, man. I don't think I showed it, but the large battery can just go in the basement right next to where you open the bunker in that triangle. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.